Message again a bit later to make it a bit clearer. But I think it's tremendous that we have such members in various parts of Australia, which shows that our organisation is indeed a national organisation and an extremely successful organisation. There were some comments that we should not hold our conferences every year, but look at holding them every 2 years. But many of our members felt that our conferences were important. They brought together members from throughout Australia who were able to meet and to network. And as our young people converse on Facebook and other areas of social media, they know personally who they're talking to and who they're dealing with. Given particularly that these conferences are primarily a meeting of our national councillors and office bearers representing our branches in all states. Today we have representatives from all of our branches, except unfortunately from Western Australia, which of course has just undergone a huge metamorphosis from a simply monarchist state to an enthusiastically and vibrant monarchist state with over 100,000 coming out to greet the Queen. I never thought Perth had that many people. But you would all have been tremendously overjoyed at the enormously successful tour of the Queen and of Prince Philip, which shows that the monarchy is still embedded in the fabric of Australia. And it must have warmed the hearts of the elderly who were told that they were the last monarchists to see so many young people, so many children, so many people in their 20s and their 30s gleefully coming out to cheer the Queen. I well remember the words of Nicola Roxon in March 2006, the now Minister for Health, saying, "There are no new monarchists being born. If we bide our time, they will all die off." How wrong she was. How very wrong she was. In a few weeks' time, we celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of the Queen. 60 years on the throne. Only the second monarch in the entire history of the monarchy to achieve that level of service. And only the first since Australia became a nation following federation in 1901. The issue of a republic is now on the back burner. They are well down in the polls. However, we must all remember that they are not dead, but dormant. And with so many politicians, so many people in the media pushing a republic, they will bide their time and wait for their next chance. Today, we are researching areas not into constitutional change into a republic specifically, but into two other areas. The first will be Dr. David Mitchell speaking on the proposed referendum on recognition of local government in the Australian Constitution. The second major topic will be Matthew Sate speaking on the proposed referendum on recognition of Indigenous Australians in the Australian Constitution and the preamble. Some say that this is not our business. This has nothing to do with the Monarchist League. But our motto, if you notice it on our letterhead, is protecting the Australian Constitution, and that is what we are doing. It is vitally necessary that we be kept informed and keep a close watch to ensure that our Constitution, a Constitution that undermines the very democracy of this nation, and particularly our preamble, are not impaired in any way whatsoever. There has been a considerable media flurry and a lot of misinformation over the British Prime Minister's announcement regarding change to the Act of Settlement. As usual, the media got it wrong. The matter had nothing whatsoever to do with the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth made no decision. What did occur was that a few politicians from several of the realms, not all, and the realms, of course, are those countries of which the Queen is sovereign, met and agreed to put before their parliaments proposals for change. 39 parliaments, that is the upper and lower houses of the 16 realms and of the 6 Australian states, will have to debate these proposals. There will possibly be some Supreme and High Court challenges, dependent on the wording of the individual constitutions that may need to be amended, if at all. It is not proposed to discuss matters relating to the Act at this conference. We have other, more pressing matters. We will need to wait until the wording of any proposed change is released, and that will not be for some time to come. I welcome you all to this conference and wish you an enjoyable, interesting and absorbing time. And now we have a few minutes extra to enjoy the morning coffee break.